Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jay Mid, and look, y'all, today we are back with another video. Now, look, before we do anything, appreciate all y'all for the love and support. We are on the road to 5K subs. Y'all make sure that like and subscribe button for your boy Jay Mid, okay? Let's get to the goal of 5K, y'all. You know the vibes. Glove motion all 2025. Now, look, y'all, I hate to be the one to do this, okay? But if you look at the screen, it says pre-order now to play up to 7 days early, which I believe this is the first time 2K has ever, I guess, allowed the game to be, you allow us to get the game early, 7 days. But in today's video, I'm going to be simply explaining to you why you should not pre-order this game, okay? I'm going to be explaining to y'all why you should not pre-order NBA 2K26, okay? So I want to say this. Number one, shout out to the cover athletes, Shai Alexander, Carmelo Anthony, and Angel Reese. Shout out to all of them. This has nothing to do with them, okay? Now, let's get to this. I want to be very clear when I say this. If you have already pre-ordered the game, I feel really bad for you. And let me tell you why. One, you're wasting your money, in my opinion. Number two, if you do get the game early, it's not gonna be the experience that you think it's gonna be. Like, oh, I got the game 7 days early. On my like, whether you trying to make content, my channel gonna go viral, or whatever you think is gonna happen. That's not how this works, right? And then I'm gonna simply say number three, and I will be getting some comments today, right? Because I've been seeing a lot of comments like, bro, y'all just want something to complain about, right? Y'all do this every year. Y'all complaining about the newest 2K every year. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been paying attention. Um, 2K, and in my opinion, it just shows whoever they have in that building making some of these decisions are not smart. I said this in my last video. I'm going to say it again, y'all. We are in 2025. The fact that 2K has said, you know what? Our game has been getting dragged through these last couple of years. People have been saying the game's absolutely atrocious. It's terrible. It's pathetic. It's one of the worst 2Ks of all time. How about we just focus on one game? We are in 2025. You know, there's been rumors about a PlayStation 6 about to come out within the next 1 or 2 years. Why don't we just put our focus on one game instead of bringing back the current gen? Right? Because you would also think what game is also coming out next year? GTA 6, correct? And I understand before all of y'all get in the comments and say, well, bro, GTA 6 and 2K to say, I get that, okay? I understand what you're gonna say with Take Two. I understand that. But what you have to also understand is GTA 6 is going to be trending in every single platform, y'all. Every single platform, GTA 6 will trend in numbers wise, right? So you would think for 2K, like to get them back on track, right? You'd want to think like, okay, they're gonna actually focus and make a really good product. But you know what 2K said? Nah, y'all. How about we bring back current gen? Don't focus on just one game. And this is what makes me heated with 2K. 2K has so much money to where they don't need to keep bringing back current gen. And also why I think it's really not smart. And it just goes to show you they really don't care about how you, like I said, you are or y'all feel, right? Or how I feel is because if NBA 2K25 was arguably, not even arguably, definitely the worst 2K to ever be out, right? We talk about gameplay and everything like that. Why would they take that version of a 2K product and say, hey, let's bring current gen back as well? Knowing people said, bro, this is one of the worst 2Ks I've ever played, right? Now y'all gonna say like, bro, nah, Jay, that's maybe some people like 2K25. Maybe about 2 or 3% people, right? My whole entire point is even in the numbers and the platforms, right? A lot of y'all always want to ask me, oh, where the rec videos at? Because you want to know why you've been asking me that stuff? Because that's all what was, the video wise, not what is what I'm looking for, not even trending. Content wise, what I'm looking for. All of the content on NBA 2K25 is a bunch of moments to where people are angry and frustration due to the fact that that's how bad and poor the game was, to where people didn't want to feel alone. So they would say, hey, we need more rec random videos because they don't want to feel alone. They can relate to it, right? You didn't have any videos about how NBA 2K25 was good because it was an absolutely terrible product. But the fact that 2K says we don't care even if it was one of the worst 2Ks or the worst 2K of all time, we're going to take that game and make it the current gen version of NBA 2K26. So all y'all that are making these pre-orders, right? have to understand something. If you do get the game, which if I was you, I would wait until I see some gameplay. At least wait until you see gameplay. Which, like I said before my video yesterday, I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna be very disappointed because everything that we talked about that 2K is doing, we've already seen it before. Correct? So when I look at 2K from a standpoint like this, instead of you making just one game to where you put all of your focus and say, you know what, we want to make a really good game before, because we know GTA 6 is right around the corner, right? You say, no, let's continue to bring back current gen, right? And then I've been hearing rumors about this Rucker Park stuff, y'all. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Triple Threat Park. It reminds me of when we saw the trailer of NBA 2K25 last year that they were showcasing the 2K15 parks that we had before, right? But it was only like you were allowed to play in it. I think what was it, once a month or like every 2 months they would only open up those parks. It wasn't like available 24/7, which some of y'all thought, including me, those parks are gonna be available 24/7. So when y'all are saying like, nah, Jay, they talking about a Rucker Park and things like that, we have to understand what game we're talking about here, y'all. And that game is 2K. So when you look at it and look at what 2K is and what they do, right? The things that you're going to be looking forward to see are probably not going to be what you're wanting to spend your money and time and value on. Simply because y'all gonna be like, nah, Jay, you got it messed up. I'm finna make me a 6'6", especially shy to cover the game. I'm finna make a 6'6" with all of this, dribbling, things like that. And you know what 2K is gonna do? Because I want to ask you guys a simple question. What happens if you make a build, right? And it is really good because we know Seasons has already been confirmed to come back, unfortunately, right? What happens when it's patch one, patch two, patch three, patch four, patch five, patch six, patch seven, patch eight, and patch nine? Because we know there's supposed to be 9 seasons every time they put seasons in the game. What happens then? Oh, but I gotta make another build. And how much do builds cost, y'all? So when y'all say like, oh, I'm gonna just make another build, bro, money don't grow on trees, bro. See what I'm saying? So if you, it's not even about like, oh, well, Jay, what if I have the money? It's not about if you have the money or not. It's about it's not right. That's what it's about. If you have a build that is able to make, do what you want it to be able to do, there's no way all of a sudden, like whether it's an animation or a jump shot. This is why you never supposed to give out a jump shot, in my opinion. Every time you give out a jump shot, and let's say the jump shot becomes very well known or people are starting to use it, it's gonna get patched, right? I will never forget on NBA 2K24, I was using a base or something like that. I think it was a Tracy McGrady base, right? And it was chicken. Like I promise you, it was chicken. It literally turned Cody's build into like instead of it just being a mid-range type of build, he was shooting like 70% from the three-point line, right? And I remember when I was like, bro, why all of a sudden he can't make the shot? And then I realized everybody was using McGrady base on 24. Well, you had a lot of people. I understand you had the Patty Mill base, things like that too. But I remember on 2K24, the Tracy McGrady base was something that was very common that people use. And the more it became known, all of a sudden it just wasn't what it used to be. And I noticed that because I was playing in a couple of games, all of a sudden I'm not making the shot. It's like, bro, what's going on with the shot? Right? And this is how I knew it was the base. As soon as I changed the base to something that I've never used, all of a sudden I was just back to what I was supposed to be doing on my player. Greening threes, shooting the ball efficiently and all things like that. And then I go on YouTube and I'm pretty sure it was NBA 2K2, something like that. Shout out to him. Y'all know who that is. He be always dropping like animation videos, updates about, shot cues and things like that. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? But I went in the comment section and I seen people were like, yo, did McGrady base get touched? Because they were having the same issues that I was having. And you even have some people saying like, oh, nah, McGrady base is fine for me. But I knew I wasn't tripping because I went into his comments and I seen people saying, did McGrady base get touched because they couldn't make shots all of a sudden? And I was having the same issue to where 2K seen, yo, a lot of people are using this base, to where, we want people to not just have one thing. So when y'all think y'all have a build that's really good, 2K might go, that build ain't gonna be what you thought it was. We're gonna do some, whether it's a patch or we're gonna touch the game without letting the community know. So where y'all gonna have to find out by playing the game. and y'all gonna think your build is broken. The whole entire time 2K did something without letting the community know, to where now you have to go out of your wallet and spend more money. So, like I said, I look at 2K to where I catch on what they do, y'all, right? And like I said before, the fact that they continue to just make more than one game, you're still making I hate to say current gen, but I get what I'm saying. You're still making games for PS4. It's insane to me. What I'm gonna ask Siri a question, right? Where's my iPhone at? Right? Siri, what year did the PlayStation 4 come out? Is she just not, does Siri not mess with J Mid today? Hey Siri, what year did the PlayStation 4 come out? 2013. 2013, and we're still making games for that console. And it, like I said before, and I made a video like I think 2 months ago or a month ago, and I was basically saying, notice how 2K and Madden are in the same situation, and notice how they can both continue to make a current gen product. Now, I don't know, it's been confirmed that Madden's going to be for PS4 as well again, but I think people have told me that it is, right. If that's the case, then I think Madden's going to be the same thing, right? It's going to be a game to where you're not going to see the true value out of it because they haven't put all their focus on that one game that they should have been doing ever since the PlayStation 5 or whatever, Microsoft Xbox console that you are on. Every new gen console, right? These games should be focused on one game. And it also tells you why gaming don't really hit the same like how it used to be. If you go on YouTube nowadays, you see a lot of people, whether it's Twitch, whatever platform that you click on, you see a lot of these creators or streamers will play games from 2011, 2013, 2010. They'll play these old games and still be able to have an audience and everything like that. And they're like, yo, why you not playing this? And they're like, nah, bro, because this is more of, a video game. This is more of what gaming should be about, the video game, not getting people to spend money, right? So all of y'all that pre-ordered the game, you've already done what 2K wanted you to do, which was spend money. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if, well, J Mid, it's the new 2K, bro. I want the new game. But what type of game did you want? When you say you want the new game, what about NBA 2K26 so far is so-called new? Explain that to me. I'm just asking a simple question. What about, because you just said, well, Jay, I want the new game. What about NBA 2K26? As far as the information we have received, is brand new that we have yet to hear about. What we've heard rumors about a record park. What about gameplay? Oh, they talk about, pro play's back. That's not new. You see what I'm saying? Well, it's fast paced this year. I've already told y'all yesterday that's a sprinkle on the top. It's still pro play, bro. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all that expected something new and 2K to actually put their time and value on, you're most likely not going to get that, right? And it just makes me so mad, the fact that they keep making two games. You're still making. Who is in that office coming up with these ideas? Yo, y'all at the table. I don't know how they do this, y'all. Right? Okay, so should we make one game or two? Why are you're not broke, 2K? Are you serious? So all of y'all that's sitting here, well, I don't pre-order the game. Say goodbye to your money. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for you. And like I said before, if I want to see people that be saying, and I know I'm talking, so I'm talking over my words and whatnot. Right? It happens. I want to know people that really are so-called thinking the game gonna be so good. I want to see some footage from y'all. I want to see y'all actually treat the game like that. If you are, there's so many people that I see be saying like, nah, bro, the game gonna be this, it's gonna be that. I want to see some footage, right? Because even the people that were trying to defend NBA 2K25, I didn't see any footage. I've yet to see any footage. Now I'm gonna get to a couple of comments, because a lot of you have been putting some comments, and like I said, it's only right that I read your comments and see what you have to say about what's going on. So our last video had 8 comments. We had 47 likes. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? One day that's gonna be 4,000 likes and 800 comments, right? So we have a comment from J Money King 23. 2K needs to stop scamming with pop-up purchases that kids see. Oh, I've already talked about that. You're talking about the stuff to where you load up the game and it says one pop up here, you say I don't want it, and there's another pop up. But you see, that's the focus. That is 2K's focus, is how do we get you guys to spin and spin. So that's what I'm saying. What about NBA 2K26 is brand new, right? I'm just asking a simple question here. You got another comment, this time from uh ST me. So ST me '03. I think it's going to be more expensive for items and more days of wear this certain item for double XP. So if you think that's the case, what do you think 2K is focused on? Which we've already talked about, spending money. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm saying, y'all, I wouldn't pre-order the game, because if we see what they're clearly focused on, do you honestly think the game is going to be anything different? Like, honestly, like real, like being real, like true here, like, honest, y'all. If we know what 2K is focused on and the things that they only care about, do we really are going to sit here and think, yeah, man, this game going to be like, it's going to be something this year? That's what I'm asking y'all. I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest, because the things we went over is true. It's facts. The pop-ups when you load up the game, right? All of the things about these coins and the season battle pass, all of this stuff, right? We've already seen it, right? It clearly it's about money, obviously, right? So my thing is, like I said before, what about that stuff is brand new? Let me have a comment from Split Craniums. You got to hear what Bruce said about pro play in his last video. At like 6 minutes and 15 seconds, at one point, it was really hilarious, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. Well, I will check that out. I am going to be doing reactions. Probably my next live stream, we'll probably check out those videos. And I'm guessing, I can guess probably what was happening was, y'all complain about pro play or something like that, but y'all got to learn how to adapt or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I know Brute is a part of the, Sim Nation things and things like that. So I can only imagine how he probably feels like, pro play is good for 2K. But like I told you, I'm not a fan of pro play. I don't like the slow, clunky stuff. I don't like it. It's boring to me. And no disrespect to Brute. I said this on my last live stream when I was playing 2K. A lot of these creators that are, like a Brute or a Power DF, right, or Shakedown, look at their YouTube channels. They look like mine, and it shouldn't, because those guys have over 100,000+ subscribers, right? So when they go live, there's no way their stream should look just like similar to mine number-wise, right? And I'm not that type of creator to where, oh, you just look at how many numbers. No, I don't do that. But I'm just simply being real. Shakedown has 1 million subscribers. If you go to Shakedown's 2012, right, if you go to his YouTube channel and you look at his live streams, they look like mine. There's no way somebody with 1 million subscribers go live and they're only getting 1K to 2,000 viewers. Now, I'm not, like, again, I'm going to say this because I can see people down in the comment section. Bro, that's really good. I mean, I can't even get 20 people. Bro, did you not hear what I just said? He has 1 million subscribers, and his viewership is all the way down to 1K people pulling up. Could you imagine if J Mid had 1 million subscribers? Do you all really think I'm going to have only 1,000 viewers in that stream? Come on now. And again, this isn't me, oh, I wish I was in that situation. Because if you want to be real, I really don't. Because it looked, like I said before, 2K has destroyed their channels, right? That's how bad the game gets worse and worse. And their viewership is known from the 2K community. And a lot of people are not happy with the game. So if you want to know why every time when they go live and their viewers and their numbers are looking not like really bad, it's because nobody really likes the game and they don't want to, they're not going to enjoy watching it, right? Somebody that, like a Brute, he probably likes the game, but his community probably doesn't. And what I mean by community, Brute has over 200,000+ subscribers, 200,000 subs or something like that, right? So you got to think about it like that. As a matter of fact, I can go to Brute's channel right now and pull up every time he goes live how the numbers look. They probably look just like mine, right? It shouldn't be the case, okay? Nobody's trying to say, oh, well, bro, you're not. Maybe they're thankful for the fact they're still able to get a K or something like that. It's not about that. It's about, we know they can do way better than that because they were able to get over 200,000 subscribers or over 100,000 subs You know, that is not easy, y'all. That takes grind and patience, right? So what I'm saying is, if we see their viewership look similar to mine, what does that tell you, right? Like, I'm gonna go to Brute's channel right now, and I'm gonna pull up. Let me see his channel real quick. I'm gonna look at when he goes live. Brute has 205,000 subscribers. 205,000, right? His live streams are pulling 3,000, 8,000 there, 3.9, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000. He had 11,000. Okay. Now, y'all might be saying right now, bro, that's really good. For you, it is, because some of y'all don't even have 500 subs. Some of y'all don't even have, 20 likes on a video, right? But for somebody to be in the range of, you have over 100,000 subscribers and you're only pulling 3, 4,000, that's not the standard you would want to see. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I go live, I just try to, go live and communicate with y'all, right? I don't force myself to play, because I know for a fact if I were to stream 2K every day, I could be pulling at least 3,000, 2,000 people in there a day, right? Because I'm competitive and people are going to want to see what I go through in the rec. But I know when I go live stream, I don't like the game like that. So I might play 3, 4, 5 rec games. And then after that, I might put on 2K TV and chat with y'all, right? Because if I'm not enjoying the game, you're not going to see me just force myself to play it, bro. Like I said, I be wanting to talk to y'all and see what y'all be have going on and what y'all have to say, right? But the fact that, once again, we are in 2025 and 2K says, you know what? We're not just going to make one game, y'all. We're going to continue to make more than one game. That alone right there, I would not pre-order the game off of, right? But I want to say this before, I get to some more comments. All of y'all that be saying, like, man, if the game is really good, then what are you going to say? But what if the game is really bad, right? If the game is really good, I'll say, hey, maybe 2K did something, but the things that we talked about already are not brand new, right? So I just gave you my answer if the game is really good, which, that's about a negative 0% chance of happening, because the things they announced to us, we've already heard. So my question to y'all is this: if the game is NBA 2K25, 6.0, 8.0, what are y'all going to say? Are y'all going to say, well, what did you expect? No, I want y'all to have. Don't flip sides all of a sudden, bro. See what I'm saying? Because that's some of y'all do. Like, well, I mean, it's 2K. What did you expect? No, bro. Because some of y'all be saying, bro, the game gonna be really good. This, and that, and you ain't even seen no gameplay yet. But the information they gave us so far, we've already experienced it, right? So, and I've already told you, even if you do find a build or a jump shot or an animation that is really good, and if the community gets a hold of it, 2K just gonna patch it, and that's going to go to some. You got to find something else. So when we talk about consistency and things like that, when it comes to experience, that isn't there, and that is something I can confirm. We already know this is going to happen, y'all. There's going to be a jump shot or a build that somebody is using, to where a lot of people are going to start using it. The community knows about it, and once 2K finds out it's a so-called meta, they're going to patch it, right? And y'all are gonna feel like, well, bro, can I get my money back? Because I only made this build simply to get that animation or that jump shot, right? And they're like, no, we patched it. Make something else. That's taking your money. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I want y'all to don't flip sides all of a sudden, bro. If what I'm saying is true, because like I said, 9 times out of 10 it is, off the information we've already gotten. I don't, bro, it's Rucker Park. We've never had that before. Are you really worried about Rucker Park, or are you worried about gameplay? That's what y'all got to understand. And I feel like some of y'all simply forget how poor and unresponsive NBA 2K25 was, right? Y'all forget so fast because we're getting NBA 2K26 information, right? But if we pull up NBA 2K25, right? What was the highest amount of views? Like, what was the videos that were getting a lot of attention on NBA 2K25? It was rant videos, right? It was rant videos on how the game needs work. It's an embarrassment of a product, all types of stuff. That's what videos were about, right? Fix the game. And they weren't it wasn't about, oh, people are just gonna hop on the bandwagon. It was, the game was bad. It was bad. Y'all want to? I seen a comment the other day saying like, bro, why don't NBA players play the game anymore? Why would they want to play this? Ask yourself that. If we know the game is bad, right? A lot of y'all that, even for the ones who are saying like, man, it's new, I'm gonna get the game. You don't even like to play the game because you know for a fact if y'all were loving the game, I've clicked on some of y'all channels, right? And I'm not talking about the sub count. When y'all even the last time some of y'all broadcast the game was 5 to 6 years ago. So I know for a fact you don't like the game, right? Because anybody that likes the game would at least, have some type of footage, right? That's what I'm saying. People that be saying the game is good, y'all just be talking. Because you have no proof of why that. You just saying that, hoping 2K gonna see it, and it's not gonna do nothing different. You still unknown. They don't really care. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, if we want to keep it real here, you're wasting your time, y'all. I make these type of videos because I care and I don't want y'all to waste your time and money, right? I don't want y'all to waste your time on something that I know you could have put something else to that, whether it's a different game or, clothes or whatever what, $70 is not a dollar, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's some money to where you could buy things with that, right? Money don't grow on trees, bro. But I want you to understand when that game continues to bring information, right? Don't all of a sudden, nah, bro, like this ain't it. Because like I said before, look at the information they have already gave us. What about that information is different? They're bringing back current gen. They're bringing back seasons. They're bringing back pro play. All of this stuff is coming back, and all of that stuff was in the previous 2Ks. So I ask you, what are you really pre-ordering? So I ask you, what new game are you really playing? So I ask you, what has really changed with NBA 2K? If you can't give me an answer, that's why you shouldn't pre-order the game, y'all. Plain and simple. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all staying safe. I hope y'all being, like I said, stay hydrated and things like that. It is hot outside. Y'all be good. Y'all be good. I'm out. J-Man signing out, man.